Welcome back from that short commercial break. My name is Dr. Makamaniza Poli, and we are still discussing more about photography with Mr. Walter in the chat zone. We are still discussing the kinds of photography, but before that, I would like to encourage you to continue subscribing to my YouTube channel. My name is Kamanzi Poli. To like the content, share, and then leave a comment. But more especially, I would like you to subscribe. Those who have done so, I kindly thank you, and also request you to share the content to others and continue bringing out the comments, the sharing, and the liking well. Mr. Walter, welcome back from that commercial break.
Thank you very much, my brother.
We were still speaking about the kinds of photography.
Yes.
Just after hopefully I will tell you about the indoor photography, the tourism photography. I would like the viewers actually there to get more exploring about the photography kind of.
Yeah, well, photography is broad, as I earlier said, but if I'm to use a wider picture, I can say mainly we have two categories. There is the indoor photography and outdoor photography. Now, when we go to, I will begin with the outdoor photography. That is how we find event photography. Now, event photography covers all the events, sports, activities, it covers birthday parties, weddings, introduction ceremonies, baby showers, bridal showers, all those are outdoor activities. So outdoor photography covers all those, so it is a wider compared to indoor. Now, indoor photography involves, that is how we find studio portraits, wall frames, that is how we find we have portraits, we have wall frame hangings, we have still photos, we have pastel photos. All that is indoor. So it is not as much wide compared to outdoor photography now. In most cases, market is usually in the outdoor part. Now, still in the outdoor, that is where we also find travel and wildlife photographers. Yes, that is the travel and wildlife photographers. Outdoor is way wider compared to indoor photography. So, in terms of business, the outdoor, in most cases, outcompetes the indoor. Yes.
So where are people these photographers who cover, for example, political parties?
Yes.
For the political campaigns, in NRM, we are going to Moroto to campaign.
And now those are photojournalists. That is what they call photojournalism. Yes. Yes. They cover basically with an aim of providing necessary news and information.
But there are some others where, for example, Patrick Mugoya might want to go and campaign in the region or the Zulu region. He employs his own photographers. I don't mean the photojournalists, but I mean his photographers. I want to take shots which I will use to post on my social media handles, which will be accountable to the FDC party. Like maybe the money I'm giving me, this is the activity.
Yes. Do we classify that under event photography? Because you're covering an event, that is a campaign. It is an event, so definitely that is event photography. It is under outdoor photography.
Yes. So what do you base on while taking those photos? Because I may go to a photographer and tell me, you know what, you may be standing like this, maybe here it's not favorable, you have to maybe that background, change this one, maybe this. What do you base on?
Oh, so basically we consider the elements of photography.
And what
we have, that is where we find lighting, that is where we find landscape, that is where we find portraiture. There are quite a number of factors, but basically they all rotate around the elements of photography. So getting a good quality picture, we consider these factors, because, for example, you might be somewhere and you want a photo, but the lighting is not favorable. What do I mean by the lighting? These cameras you see come with a flashlight. So that flashlight alone is not enough to produce good quality work. So what we do, we connect what we call speed lights. Speed lights are these. It is also a flash. I can say it is a flashlight, but an improved one. We connect that speed light to the camera. So in order to produce good quality work, you need lighting. Those are the speed lights. So when you have the lighting, you have your good camera angle, because it is also important, then definitely you have to get good work. Yes.
So as a photographer, what is a good place of taking photos, and what is entertainment available for those photos?
It depends on what you're covering. Yes, because in outdoor photography, the weather can also determine your work. But however much we have improvised and improved equipment and technology that, because there are some cameras, however much it is dark, when I have it and I have my lighting, it doesn't stop me from producing good quality work. But the main aspect that we consider as photographers, the main aspect is always lighting. Yes.
I have seen many photographers go outside there and go take portraits or pictures of the birds, or maybe water bodies, maybe forest, maybe clouds, maybe mountains. What are they up to, and which kind of photography is that?
That is what we call nature photography, nature and wildlife photographers.
What are they all about?
Now, those are the photographers that take photos with an aim of, photography is a mode of communication. Yes, I can use photography to communicate different types of information. So we have people in tourism, there is what we call birding. Now, someone who does birding and is a bird.
The birding I studied in agriculture?
Yes. So someone who does birding and someone who is much into botany.
So you're going more into biology, my biology.
So I'm trying to explain who those people are, the ones that go outside and take birds, wild pictures. So I want to give you light on that. Those are what we call birders. Now, a birder basically does what we call studying the different species of birds. So, birders, it is very essential for every bird to have a camera.
Is it derived from birds because birders and they study, they take pictures of birds? Is it derived from the birds?
It is now birding itself is the study of birds and their different species, their way of life, their mode of feeding, the way they give birth, the way they evolve, the way they coexist in the environment. So generally, a bird is derived from birding, the study. So someone who does birding is a bird.
Someone outside there is confused, to be confused as himself or herself. Who is a bird? Because here a bird is someone who does birding, a bird. What is birding all about?
Birding is all about the study of different species of birds. Yes.
So a
bird is someone who actually does the study of different species of birds.
So you're telling us about those people who take measurements.
Yes. So every bad, I can say must have a camera, because it is essential for one to have it is essential mostly for them to have lenses, binoculars, and a camera. So in most cases, those photographers you see going to different places, taking different pictures of different birds. So those are what we call nature photographers. But they are big what we call nature photography. They will do, actually, birding goes hand in hand with nature photography, because a bird in most cases also knows the different species of plants. Yes, so those two things coexist. So those people do that in most cases, one, for study purposes, research. Secondly, some do it out of passion. Yeah.
So, as the photographers of the country, you have something in common, that's something which can bring you together. For example, as journalists, you have the Uganda Journalists Association, you have the press parliamentary reporters. Those organizations are associations with us together. I've recently seen the Uganda Musician Federation, you also have them.
Yes, for us, right now we have, I'm in one of the WhatsApp groups that combines all the photographers, most of the prominent photographers in the country. We have a WhatsApp platform. It's called the Uganda Photographers Association of Uganda. So we use that platform, one, to connect to each other, to stay in touch with each other, and perhaps we need each other's help in different fields, because each and every one of us has a unique talent that the other doesn't perfect. Yes, so you might find I'm good in color grading, and my colleague is good in taking what we call camera angles. So one might be good at taking very good shots, and he has the best camera angles, like he can get the best camera angles, but color grading still lacks a little bit. And I'm good in color grading, so we keep on associating with each other so that we get to. In case I know my friend Hilary is good at color grading, Hilary, I have some work here, but I don't know how I can calibrate this to get this. So we keep connecting on that platform.
We have an established and registered association or organization among the photographers that now we are fully registered and notified by the government.
As far as I know, it is there, but the only issue that we have is it's not yet fully registered and legalized as an association.
Are you intending to do so?
Yeah, of course, through our WhatsApp platform, we keep on engaging each other. Yeah, I can say in the near future we shall be fully licensed. Yes.
Are your colleagues also up to that, or they don't mind at all?
No photographer wouldn't wish that, because every association has its benefits, because when you are under an umbrella body, as it kindly helps you to coordinate the activities of that particular industry. Because, for example, the musicians have an association, so it is easier for them to liaise and talk with government on the basis of an association. Now, the photographer, the challenge we are having is that it is kinda difficult for us right now to involve government, because we don't have an umbrella body that.
Well, we talked about the government. As you're intending to make that association, are you targeting the government's money? Because I've heard rumors circulating allegedly saying that the musicians, most especially this equated relation, that they are targeting the government finance. Are also targeting that?
Well, I will not talk on behalf of the musicians. They perhaps they have their own. I'm not well conversant in their area, but as far as photography is concerned, for us, I don't think there is much we need from the government. Maybe our simple request would be for the government, that is if after creating the umbrella body, maybe one of the issues we want to forefront is the government should really look into this issue of the taxes that are imposed in this photography equipment and stuff. It is really so expensive, and for example, I can say a Canon 850D camera, EOS 850D camera. Abroad, you get it at something like 4 million Ghana shillings. But if you're to buy it in our country here, the least amount of money should be, as far as I know now, it is around 7.5 million.
So that is normal profits.
Yes, so all that goes into taxes. So really, when we have that umbrella body, we can look for a way of liaising with government and they create a favorable working environment for us. There is not much money we need from government, no?
Meaning you're not up to the cash of the government.
No, unless the government is willing to enhance and promote our industry. We are ready and willing to work.
We want you to be corrupting your professionalism. Going against the codes of conduct, because
yes,
once you go to the man of the government, meaning you will be settling with them, you will be working with them under the interest of the public.
No, you see, photography is a neutral ground, because one, there is no way, I don't really think there is a way I can sideline with the government and I fail to sideline with the people. How? Because photography, my work is hold the camera. Go to the field, I work, I come back. Now, where in that do I, unless in some few areas maybe for those doing photojournalism, that to a lesser extent, yes, you can say one can say to the government, but really in most cases it's very rare to find a photographer that is really restricted in his work because he's sidelining with the government. Unless then there you're not a photographer by now, because a professional photographer is not political in the work they are doing.
As a photographer, do you tell some stories and imaginations in your pictures?
Yes, because I can say as a photographer, in most cases on a personal basis, there are photos I take and I really feel that I'm sending communication. For example, I can use the last time I was in Machizo Falls National Park, there's a picture I took, I'll share it. There's a picture I took of an elephant with its young one. They were crossing the road and the mother was standing in the middle of the road waiting for the young ones to cross. And when the last one was crossing, the mother used his trunk to push it. That, you know what? Try to hurry up. So I caught that moment when it was pushing it, like saying, "Come on, hurry up, we need to go." So I captured that moment and I have it up to now. I kept it. So it really sends communication. You see, as a photographer, you need to aim at communicating. You need to have a purpose for the photo you've taken. You know, so that when someone looks at the photo, it's like, yeah. An elephant was helping the young one to cross. The photo is communicating without me telling you that, you know what, this one is helping this one. You get. So basically, every profession in the photography industry, you need to aim at communicating. Communication is key in photography. When you master the art of taking shots that do really communicate, then you're good to go.
Do you take shots about unfairness or in any situation For example, I've seen this one of the cartoonists who is not in a profession, but still is a cartoonist, Jimmy Spears,
Yes.
Are you all versed with him?
Yes.
He's a cartoonist. He draws his work and publishes it to on his online social media handles. Sideline those, okay, for lack of a better word, going against those who are unfair. For example, and now the ongoing story about tribalism, where the president for the national platform at the end, where the government charged him of spreading federalism, tribalism, and nepotism among the audience. So he also do that. For example, if they take the shots where people are unfair to send communication to the public.
You see, mainly I, for one, am most concentrated in travel photography. Travel and event photography. That is where I'm well versed with. Other things can come in the due course. You can, for example, as photographers, for us our communication is always the camera. I can travel somewhere. Oh, I find maybe a road in a bad state and poor condition. I just take a photo and upload on the internet, on social media, and say, this is the kind of road that is here. But that comes in as a by the way. I, for one, am most concentrated in event and travel photography.
The taking of the road in the poor state is the teach meeting the government, exposing the government that of its failure to construct the road.
Depending on your motive of putting the photo on internet.
Of course, once you publish the photo on the internet, showing that the road in the poor state, it will be beating the government of its failure to construct that road, to put it in a good condition.
You see, in law, they don't assure. When I upload the photo of a road, okay, when I upload the photo of a good road on internet, am I in any way praising the government?
You may not praise it, but still, in imagination and communication, by mere snapping the photo, taking the photo of a road in a poor state, and you upload it, maybe you say, I've been in Masindi, I've taken this kind of photo, but these are poor roads.
I can take necessarily, because now that goes back to what we call landscape photography. Now I can take an aerial view of let's say Kampala as a city. So my motive is not to display the poor roads in the city or the good roads in the city, quote and unquote. My motive is to show the viewer that actually when you are up in the skies, this is how our city looks like. So unless I for one put a caption and say that, we have poor roads in the city and here they are, then someone has the right to say I'm going against the government. But if I really upload the photo of a road and it was an aerial view or a landscape picture and it has a road that is not in good condition, and I have not for one said that, this is the road that, then there is no way it is okay with that, as long as I have not criticized the government.
Happening that you have now taken that photo on the road in a poor state and you have uploaded it, and your main intention was to expose the government of its failure to build the road. And what your suggestion is, the government should come and put this road into a good state. Can it affect your profession?
Yes, it can greatly affect your profession because you see, we are in a country where we are in a third world country, I one of the challenges we have is many people tend to misunderstand politics and business. These two things, you can't do those two things at a go. You can't be a politician and at the same time in business. You either choose politics or you choose business. Because why? You cannot criticize a government where at the same time under the same government you have a successful business.
But I'm seeing in Uganda, most politicians are making it a business. They are making politics a business. Look, in our country, which politician is poor? They are highly paid people in the parliament.
Yes, so if you take time to study those politicians, have you in any way or anywhere had them come out to say that, you know what, I have a very good hotel in Hoima?
They may not say it, maybe for security reason.
Yes, now that goes back to my point that you cannot do politics and business at the same time. Now, the best politicians in the country, you know, that have businesses will not come out to clearly say that this is my business. Probably you'll find them hiding under someone's names, hiding under a certain level, or the businesses are there, but Ugandans don't know. So really it is very challenging to handle business and politics.
How do we bring that to your point about the construction of taking the poor road, publishing it to the internet, criticizing the government, and affecting the poor profession? How do you bring it to that?
Yes, so it affects now my profession in a way that we do not really, we as photographers, one, you might criticize the government, but at the same time, the people who are supposed to employ you are in government. You get it? So, politics is very funny. That is why some people say it is a dirty game. Because now, some government official will say, I have a function. Water photography would have really worked it out well for me, but there's so much into opposition. And I really have some important government officials that are going to attend the function. So I don't think I can use him. Let's get another one who is not opposition. You've lost money. As a business person, you've lost money.
What if the opposition side when it comes and says, let us say the Democratic Party, the PDC, the UPC, and the NUP. What if they want to employ you and won't they say that this man is sidelining with the government? Won't you lose that? Because I've seen the ruling government is only one, and the political parties are more than 7, which are possible.
That is why I told you in the beginning that it is important to remain on a neutral ground. Because when I'm on a neutral ground, I can outsource all of them. I can get from the side of the opposition, I can get from the government, they are all my clients. Because literally, I'm neutral. I'm not criticizing anyone, I'm not blaming anyone, and I'm not sidelining with anyone.
Can't you put another with the opposition cause some biasness with the government? Because you want to be neutral, you want to take all the sides. I want to be in the opposition, I want to be in the government.
When I talk of a neutral government, a neutral ground, I mean that in any case, tomorrow if anyone from the opposition side calls me and says, I have a function, come and cover. Professionally, I will go and cover the event, I pack my things and leave.
How will you prove to the ruling government, or to the officials who have seen you covering the event, that you are not among them and you don't support them? How will you prove to them?
Quote and unquote. When I'm covering an event, I don't collectively turn it as a group event. No. If it is a birthday party, they have called me for a birthday party. I don't say no has called me. No. It is an individual who calls me. However much the individual is from the other party, I'm less concerned. For me, my aim is to go and cover the party, leave. Now, when you say that a birthday party is for opposition. No, because everyone celebrates a birthday party. Even the president celebrates a birthday party. Even the prime minister celebrates a birthday party. Even all the opposition political figures celebrate birthday parties. Business people celebrate. So business is business. Yes.
What are some of the achievements have you got in the both tourism?
Yes.
Because you say tourism and photography, they call tourism has come to bear much into your photography. So what are the achievements have you got in the photography world?
Mainly, the most important achievement I've achieved is, I think, I've been exposed. Yeah, I can say I've been exposed to so many things and so many places. I've moved so many places because literally I've moved to, I can say I've covered 85% of the country now in terms of traveling. Yes, so that is one of the achievements. Secondly, I have improved my network of people and because I am now connected to a lot of at least influential people, figures and I look up to. And lastly, it has also helped me in, for example, the photography part. I've been able to provide myself with some of the things through photography. Basic needs, literally most of the things I've gotten.
You have talked about how you get as much as 5% of the country, meaning you get some calls across all districts in the country. For example, someone like Benugula and call you.
No, not that necessarily, but I can say I have. Sometimes we travel to make and create content. When it is time for me to make content, I really do travel. I can decide. For example, there's a week I went to Murchison, specifically Murchison Falls for content creation, and I was at Chobe Safari Lodge. I went to Para Safari, so I went to, specifically my aim was creating content that I can use to market my brand and promote tourism, because I'm also a tourism scholar, so at least I have moved to many parts of the country, both for business and leisure. Yes.
Still, in one of the achievements you talked about the networking part of it,
Yes.
you network with these big people in the government, you network, which network are you trying to mean? Are you trying to make a network of your fellow professionals in the photography world, or which network are you trying to make?
My network cuts across all the sectors of the economy, because when I go to an event, a birthday party or a graduation party to cover, and I find out that in attendance is one of the ministers or political figures, and I just say hi, hello, how are you? And, we exchange contacts. It does not necessarily mean that I have to be specific that, since I'm a photographer, I just need photographers as my network. No. Because you can literally be a photographer, but someone outside your field helps you. Yes, so my network cuts across all. Yeah, but mainly photographers. Yes.
Which kind of people, government people, or officials have you interacted with in your photography world?
I cannot really necessarily list out all the names, but I can say at least I've met a number of them. I've met a number of them on events. Yes, I've met a number of them on events, both events where I have been invited as a guest, events where I have gone to work in the field. So I've met a number of them, on many occasions.
What are some of the challenges have you encountered
purchase of equipment. It is really so hard to really get those equipment you feel, and because photography, most of the equipment we use is really expensive, and it is very challenging when you're beginning with the photography career to purchase each and every one of them. So it really takes some time, and it needs some patience, it needs some hard work, some consistency to really get it and everything. But with time, eventually get everything. I think that's one of the most of the challenges. Secondly, maybe we get issues with clients. Someone comes and says, I want a product photo shoot. I'll feel like, okay. So they say, how much do you charge? And you take them through your charges, and okay. So when it's time to begin one, of course I need 50% or sometimes 70%. So the person will pay the 50%. Now, the challenge comes in completing the payment after they've gotten the work. Someone will deliberately refuse to give you your budget, and you've worked, you've delivered good quality work, and they are satisfied, but now clearly it becomes a problem. So that is one of the challenges, most especially these upcoming photographers face, because once you establish and create a brand, you set your own rules. Yes, because I, for one, right now, you can't call me to work without giving me 80% of the money we've agreed upon. So when you give me the 80%, literally, I'm sure that the 80% you've given me will cover up for all the costs I'm putting in and part of my profits. So even after work, I'll make sure that you give me my balance and your work is ready.
On the issue of conflict with the clients, have not they paid you some money, 80% of the money which you say, and you put them now?
Yeah, quite a number of them, and they are high, because there's one friend of mine who took me for a photo shoot somewhere in Sesiwa Falls. So this friend of mine, we agreed upon the money to pay, and he gave me 50% of the money. We went, I did the work, I finalized editing, everything. So time comes, I give him his work, fully finished. So I wait for his payment. He keeps on promising, really some at times now, I say to leave. So there are a number of them. They come, give you half of the money, get the work, they don't get the balance.
How about the clients giving you the money now? You call Walter Photography, well, I would like to cover an event. For example, I have a birthday party.
Yes.
I call you, Walter, I want to cover my birthday, I want you to cover my birthday parties. I give you the 80%, the one you need, and you fail to turn up. For you fail to come to the birthday party, yet we have agreed, I've given you my money, the money you asked for, now waiting for the 20% to make it full, and you fail to turn up.
Yes.
I have done that, yes.
I, for one, have never done that. And secondly, I don't, when you give me your money, it is a confirmation that I have to be there. So when I'm not going to be around, or when I'm not able to cover your event, I don't receive your money. Yes, that is how it works. So in most cases, that is done by this, when you're still an upcoming photographer, because you really want the money, you're confused of when and how to program your activities, because you just joined the industry. So it comes with these experienced photographers, it is very difficult to find, because one of the key things we follow is time. Before we even agree on the money, I first confirm when The moment I find your event is colliding with one of my events that I have to cover that day, I don't get your money. I don't receive your money. Or what I do, in most cases what we do, I either delegate someone or I recommend you to someone.
What do you base on to denounce the client's money? Now I've given you my money, then you tell me I can't listen, I want to be able to cover your event. Yet I've given you all the money you wanted. What do you base on to denounce?
In most cases, it is very rare for that to happen. But I was telling you that from a point where, in case one is not trustworthy, then definitely that has to happen. But if one is trustworthy, there are three things. I either attend in person, delegate, or recommend.
But I've given you my 10% and I wanted you to
come.
Why should you delegate someone else?
What do I mean by delegating? Delegating, which means I'm going to send you one of the people on my team that I
wanted you, the person I gave money to.
Yes. The person I'm sending has the same skills and will give you the same quality because we work together under my company.
How will I prove that? But now, me, personally, I want Walter to come. I may be for security reasons. I don't want many people to come on my function. No, I may be someone maybe who doesn't want to be in the neighborhood. So now I want Walter to come
because for me, I'm telling you this from a professional point of view. Even when I attend your function, you really want me to attend in person. I can attend and direct these boys on what to do, and I stand.
You may be my friend, and maybe we study together. I say now Walter is in photography, and me, Kabandize, I'm having a birthday party. Never know, I might be waiting someone's daughter. Then I say, I have my friend Walter. I can never give out my job to anyone else.
Yes.
And now Walter brings another person.
This person is not coming as him. He's coming on behalf of Walter.
But still, I would have gotten any other person. I wanted to see Walter, the person I started with. I want him to be there as to celebrate the success and my
that is different because that brings us to a point where they say business is business and friendship is friendship. So when we are really doing business, we don't really focus much on the friendship part.
It is friendship in business. You are my friend, but I've given you all the money you wanted. It is business and friendship. I've not told you to cover for free. I've given you all what you require.
Yes.
And I also want you to come.
And I've attended.
By delegating someone else?
I have attended.
Will I really recommend someone else?
So, do you want Walter, the person, or you want Walter photography?
I may be one Walter, the person I started with. I want you to see my success. I'm marrying someone.
Then you invite me as Walter, not as Walter photography.
But I still wanted the work.
Then if you want the work, Walter photography is at your service.
Will it be good to you? Now I will invite you as a Walter. I will have Walter as my friend. I will also invite another photographer.
Because
will it be good to you?
Because if you invite Walter and Walter photography, then Walter, the person, has to see and Walter photography works.
How would I enjoy your work?
Then, if you want to enjoy my work, invite Walter photography and leave Walter the person.
But I still need you to come and see
my
success. I inspire you. If you are not yet married, you also say, my friend, I said I believe.
Yes, that is why I don't invite Walter.
Well, as a travel journalist, a travel photographer, we also have travel journalists.
Yes.
One of them is Olivia Nakarebe. By the way, I take inspiration from Olivia Nakarebe. Wherever you see this video, you have inspired me so much in your part of journalism. Now, for the travel photographer, as a travel photographer, do you encounter some of the hindrances with these maybe tour guides or the world animals in wildlife forest?
Of course, there is no job that has no challenges. There is no profession that doesn't have challenges. We go through a number of them. But it all goes back to how committed you are. for and the love you have for something. So if I'm really committed to photography and I really love photography, the challenges, I look for ways of foregoing them. Though, of course, there are challenges, and there like, one day my friend was in the field and one of his, he was up on a mountain, a hill. He was trying to get an aerial view, so one of his camera lenses falls down and rolls way down. And the lens I'm talking about is about 5.3 mm. So you really go through quite a number of challenges.
You risk your life going into world, you take shots of maybe this world dangerous animals.
Yes, the likes of, for example, Derek Semen, the one my mentor, every now and then he's always in the jungle taking photos of lions, elephants, gorillas. He's always in national parks, he's always in the jungle. So you really put in a lot.
To take you back on the achievements, you have not told me about the ladies. Haven't you got some ladies? Because as a photographer, yes, the so-called celebs in the public,
yes.
Have you gotten some of the girls there?
Well, I can say, as a photographer, I cannot say that I have gotten, and I can't say that I have not gotten. Reason: when you're joining this industry, I came with an aim, one of being so, because there's a difference between being professional and being just a photographer. Now, when we say you're a professional photographer, you don't look at your clients, no, you look at the work you're doing. Because the moment you begin having relationships that go beyond work with your clients, then you're going to face a lot of challenges. And most photographers have faced that challenge. When he gets to a point and he has created his brand now, most ladies, in photography, ladies constitute the highest percentage in our work. They love photography. They contribute 60% of our market. So it is really very, very, very challenging, yet so interesting to be in the field and you don't do what? Correlate with your female clients. It's so challenging. Most of them actually will come to you, and because for me I have quite a number of them who come and they're like, Walter, what, someone sends you a message and you really wonder. You really wonder.
How do you handle those who would like to be with you, who came as clients and then you want to change things, now they want to be with you, after getting exposed and admiring you? You say that to them, or you put them on waiting, depending, or you tell them, now come.
Because I, for one, I love being honest. Definitely, if you're my client, because I, for one, am not searching or I'm not looking for a girlfriend or a wife to marry. I'm not single and I'm not searching. So I have someone in my life. So when it is work, it is work.
Who is that someone?
When it is work, it is work.
Who is that someone?
I have a wife.
Who is that someone? Who would you like to know? Who is that person? You never know. I may be walking around there. I come into contact with her. It's really good for me now to go to that. Yet I know she's someone to water. But if I don't know that person, I may go to her. You never know, things will work out. And what will you think of us when you find me there? Would you say that I've betrayed you?
No, I, for one thing I'm sure of is that my wife can never betray me. That one I'm sure of her. That is why I love her.
You trust the ladies?
Yes. No, I don't trust ladies. I trust my wife.
You trust your wife?
Yes. I I trust my wife. I don't, quote and unquote, if I wouldn't trust her in the first place, she does not qualify to be my wife. But the moment she qualifies to be my wife, I trust her.
You trust your wife?
Yes.
Well and good. So, being trustful to her, you don't want us to know her?
Not necessarily that. If you want to know her, then we can, after the interview, we can go home and
how about the
you pay me a visit.
How about the viewers outside there? They want to watch a photography our celeb.
One thing I can assure my viewers of is that they should know that I have a wife. I'm not single, I'm not searching. I have a wife at home, I'm not alone.
How about the viewers who have admired you when saying hi, this guest after here, because in the first before going to a break, you gave us your number.
Yes.
So those ones who are saying I have to call this man after here, I have to call him. What advice can you give them?
The best advice I can give them is that we can be business partners, we can be friends, close and good friends. We can be, my request would be that let's keep it at a work basis, a friend basis. No, it is a humble request. Yes, it is a humble request. Yes.
So, Mr. Walter, what advice can you give to those who are aspiring to be photographers?
The best advice is that let them be consistent. Let them be hardworking, and they should have the zeal and passion for what they are doing. When they have that, then definitely the rest is a walkover.
So they need to be there, they want to be photographers, and they would want to reach at a certain level on high speed, but within a long time. They would want to harvest more than they put.
Yes, now you see, for anything to produce results, you need to give it time. Time is the greatest factor of all things. So you cannot be a brand in 1 month. You cannot be a brand in 2 months. You cannot be an established brand in 1 year. You need time to actually manifest that brand. So time is the greatest factor, and with time, you need to be consistent in whatever you're doing. You need to be trustworthy to your clients. If you're trustworthy, you're consistent and working, the rest is history. Yes.
So, as we end our interview, the last marks to the viewers outside there.
Yeah, to the viewers outside there, I would like.
So, before the remarks, I would like you to give them the address. Your address again, where Walter Photography is, where they can contact you, the social media handles, the telephone contacts, then you can give them the remarks.
Well, the viewers outside there is, I would like to thank you for giving us the audience and taking your time to be with us. Walter Photography is, we are on all social media platforms under the name of Walter Photography World. So that is on Instagram. Then on Twitter, it is Walter Photography. On Facebook, Walter Photography World. On TikTok, it is Ricky Walter. Then Snapchat, Ricky Walter still. So you can follow us on all our social media platforms. Then, in case you want to contact us, our WhatsApp numbers are on 0751 354 632. That is my personal WhatsApp number. You can get in touch with me and we do business. Then, Walter Photography as a company, we have our WhatsApp that is 763 27 67 16. That is on WhatsApp also. So physically, our address is on Gaba Road. That is as you're heading to Gaba in Kansanga. Yeah, opposite Beverly Hills. We've set up a new studio. my last remarks is I would like to thank you for being good and giving us your time. And I would also request you to come through, support us, go to our different social media platforms, get in touch with us. And lastly, I would like to thank my brother, Mr. Kawabiza Hilali, for hosting me on the chat zone. I would request you to go to his YouTube channel, subscribe, like, watch the videos, and comment. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming to the chat zone.
You're welcome.
We are very grateful and for honoring our request.
It's my pleasure.
Next time when we request you to come, please attend.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Well, to the viewers outside there, my name is Kamanzi Trevor. I thank you so much for watching this video. Now, you can get me on my socials, Kamanzi Trevor, that is Facebook, Instagram, Kamanzi Trevor, everywhere, Instagram, WhatsApp. If you have any story to tell, be it inspiration, motivation, and touching story, so long as it can transform the public, you can reach me on 0788 252619. I also have a Twitter handle, Kamanzi Trevor Apuri, all social media platforms, everywhere, TikTok, just type in Kamanzi Trevor Apuri, you will get me there. Now, my deepest appreciation to my videographer, Madam Mariam Nakia. She has been there for us. We kindly appreciate you. Still, my appreciation to the practicing journalists of Indian Academy, the travel journalists, Aida Nakaziwe, Samson Kasumba, Kanel Mugume, there is Lokshan Namwi, there is Desire for Mugumisa, there are many, I can't mention them. There is Josephine Namakumbi, there is Franco Alusimbi, many I can't do this, Isabel Tukume, Samson, but still there are very many, all the practicing journalists across the country. You need a lot to inspire me, more especially it was Caritas Simbi. She used to host the chat room program every Sunday on the NBS. Eventually she quitted. But still, even if you quitted the active journalism, you did an inspirational role to us. We looked upon you, and now we're here practicing journalism. We head on to perfect the work. We kindly request you when we approach you, because I may not have approached all of them, I may not, but still, I may be in contact with them, but I may not approach them physically. I can't really request you when I have approached you. You still give me the guidance. I may not know everything, but still I can really request you. Once you see this video, and whenever I see this video, I can really request you to share this work until it reaches them. The deepest appreciation for the work they have done. They are any journalists across the country. I can't, especially those news journalists. I can't appreciate you so much because even many. I can't even list you. I can't list you. If I try to list you, you may even take out your time. But I can't request you the viewers to subscribe to my channel. Kamanzi Trevor Apuri, to subscribe to the channel, to like, share the content, and also leave a comment. Well, today our program, the chat zone, we have been at the youth courts where they do the birthday parties, they give breakfast, they give lunch, they give supper, they do also the catering, they do campus invite every Saturday and Saturday. Now, they are located at Kampala University of Luweero, just adjacent to the One Love restaurant near the gate. You can come and have a lunch with them, you can come and everything is indicated. Still, I remain Kamanzi Trevor Apuri, a proud Munyoro. I come from Munyoro and my pet name is Apuri. Munyoro sub-region, that is Masindi. I thank you so much.